Rounding off a trio of songs from The Jam, that was Start featuring the late Rick Buckler. The weekly Groan, let's have a moan about all the pubs that are closing for good, which is of course not necessarily their fault. In fact, firstly, there are some people out there who say the pandemic killed the pub trade. It's not dead by any means. There are pubs in town and villages that are still busy, but it is more difficult than ever. Also, yes, 2020 and 2021 didn't help the decline in the number of pubs, but it has been a decline for quite some time now. The Institute for Economic Affairs has the stats on all this. The UK lost 21,000 public houses since 1980. Half of these closures have taken place since 2006. In the last 10 years or so, around here, we've lost the Woolpack in Sutton Veeney, in Warminster, the Yew Tree, Nag's Head, Weymouth Arms, JB's, AJ's, and more recently, the Masons, the Organ Inn, which closed, came back under a new owner and then closed again, and the Lodge, formerly known as the Hunter's Moon, and that's just off the top of my head. At the same time, we have been luckier than most. The Old Bell shut for a while and then reopened, the same with the Anchor, and it took years, but the Bath Arms in Crockerton eventually reopened. But the fact remains is we've got less pubs than ever around here and across the country. Why is this? The high price of rent, energy and costs in general. From a punter's point of view, a pint isn't cheap these days. In some places in West Wiltshire, expect to pay £5-6 or more on certain brands, the UK average price being £4.98. Yes, you can get some bargains, but I want good surroundings and good beer. Take away just one of those and I'm not interested. Other reasons include people being more healthy so they don't drink, the 2007 smoking ban to an extent, and there's so much in the way of home entertainment these days, so that's good enough for a lot of people and they'll stay in with all of that. People are also lazy. Trying to get anyone to do anything these days is an effort, even going to the pub, and that annoys me. What's the end game? Well, more are going to close. I hate to say it, but it's true. I don't think we'll see things going the other way. How many will shut? Well, that's anyone's guess. I hope we don't end up with just 3 or 4. I mean, that really would be drastic. It's a huge shame, but long may the pubs and bars continue. If you haven't been to one in a while, go out and have fun. Perhaps right off the next day. Just in case. 1 pint of Guinness, please.